Welcome into Taylor Kitchen. Today we are making a clafoutis. It's a lovely French dessert that's actually super simple. It's kind of like a puffed pancake type batter that you can really use whatever fruit you want. I'm going to use peaches because peaches are in season and I hope my peaches are good ones. But it starts out very simply with putting 2 tablespoons of butter in whatever you're going to use. A casserole dish, I'm going to use an iron skillet to make it look really rustic. 2 tablespoons of butter in the skillet. I'm going to put this back in my oven and the butter's going to melt and the skillet's going to get hot while we go about making our batter, because it's really simple and I'm going to make it in a blender. And like I said, batter is super simple. I've got a cup of milk. You need full fat milk or full fat coconut milk. This is actually buttermilk because that's what I had on hand and I didn't want to go to the store, so I'm hoping buttermilk will work out. I think it will. I need the zest of a lemon, and you know, the zest has so much bright, zingy flavor in it, and I'm going to use the rest of this lemon and make my fabulous lemon vinaigrette, so none of it will go to waste. There's that. I'm also going to put in a healthy teaspoon of vanilla. Of course, I like vanilla paste. We need just a wee pinch of salt. All right, and then I need, this is just a 1/3 cup of sugar. That's cane sugar. I'm not going to add my flour yet. Flour goes in last. And then I just need to crack 3 eggs in here. I got these beautiful blue eggs at Costco. And the yolks are so orange, and they are tasty, man. We've been making scrambled eggs with these. They are luscious. Now, if you're not an expert egg cracker, I would highly recommend you crack them into something separate so that you don't get any shell in here, but I was living on the edge. And then you're just gonna blend this up for a couple of minutes until it's really nice and frothy. All right, now I just need to add in my 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour and kind of gently whiz this. I don't want to overwork that flour. I want the batter to remain nice and light and fluffy. Now we're going to work on the peaches, and I was hoping these were freestone peaches, the kind that you twist and just the pit comes out very easily, but they're not. So I'm having to cut them. And then I'm going to slice them thinly. And I am not taking the skin off of my peaches. If you want to take the skin off of your peaches, you can do that. You can use nectarines, you can use plums, you can use cherries. Just about any fruit goes into a clafoutis. So good. And you need roughly 2 cups of peaches here. I think I have more than I need, but this will give me lots of peaches for snacking on. So my batter is all ready. Let's get that hot skillet out of the oven. See, the butter is bubbling, and you kind of have to work quickly at this point, because once you put in this batter, the hot skillet and the butter is going to help this start to get a rise on it. It's going to be so delicious and puffy. Now, I kind of want the peaches to look pretty as they're laying in here, but I don't want to interfere with the puff that's going to be going on. So I'm just going to kind of semi-artfully arrange them around this clafoutis. When I first made a clafoutis years ago, I was quite young, and I called it a Clafoutis. And then I saw Ina Garten make one, and she called it a clafoutis, and I'm like, that sounds so much more lovely. So here we go. All right, and just to form a beautiful caramelized crust on top, just a wee bit of that cane sugar that I used in the batter. And this is gonna go into my 350 oven for about half an hour. If you haven't yet, please take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications to our YouTube channel. Click that bell icon below to make sure you get all the latest from us, and leave a comment. It really helps out our channel and we so appreciate you. Also check out tkfoodie.com. You don't know what you might be missing at tkfoodie.com. There is my clafoutis out of the oven. It smells so glorious. As it starts to cool, it sinks just a little bit. It was a little bit more puffy when I first took it out, but wow, this looks amazing. I'm gonna cut myself a slice, but a dusting of powdered sugar is definitely called for here. Woo. And let's cut a slice. That first piece is always so hard to get out, but look, it's custardy. It's really steamy right now, but oh my goodness, I cannot wait to dig into this. That looks rather glorious. You can serve it with cream if you want. This is coconut cream, and essentially I always keep a can of full fat coconut milk in my fridge, and the fat rises to the top. It separates from the liquid. You skim off just the fat part, and then you can use like an immersion blender or something to get it nice and creamy like this. And I'm just gonna dollop a little bit of that over. And because I also think there must be some crunch, I just toasted up a few slivered almonds. Oh wow, that's gonna be very nice. Okay, let's take a bite. Hot, hot, hot. Want to get a peach in there too. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. It's light, yet it's somewhat custardy in the middle. You get the bite of the sweet peach. I'm getting that coconut cream that I put on top. You don't have to do that if you don't want to put it on yours, but this is so good, guys, and it was so incredibly easy. All right, you've got to check this out. The recipe's on tkfoodie.com. You're gonna love it. Use whatever fruit you want. Peaches are in season. Let's take